John Carpenter hizo escuela con su película Halloween de 1978, que tuvo un montón de secuelas, pero la primera fue la que sin dudas marcó huella. Y hablé con su director de fotografía, con Cundey, que me explicó cómo fue que se tomaron varias de las decisiones, cómo fue que le dieron forma a este asesino en serie tan popular llamado Michael Myers, y un montón de cuestiones más, todas en este informe sobre Halloween.
We now return to Mira Akien and Cundey with our latest interview.
Very, very rewarding to know that Halloween was made so many years ago. It was one of the first movies that I worked on that was successful. I had done maybe 12 movies before that were just little small action films.
Halloween, the night he came home.
Halloween was one of the very first big successful movies, but it was also the first what would you call it? Horror film with a guy with a knife.
Yeah.
A slasher film, they like to call them now, but we didn't use any blood, so it was not a slasher film. It was just a psychological, thriller and horror film. But to know that it started a whole cycle, a whole new genre, is very rewarding to know that once again, I left a footprint.
Michael? Halloween.
I had experimented a little bit with the Steadicam, but nobody had used it too much, except for maybe one shot here, one shot there. So when John said, let's do this opening shot, and it'll take the audience in the mind of Michael Myers through the house and show us his first, his first stabbing, his first crime. And I thought that was great. So my camera operator, Ray Stella, and I practiced with the Steadicam. And nobody had done a shot that intricate before.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of fun to do that. And to know that's another legacy that,
The boogeyman can only come out on Halloween night, right?
Right.
Well, I'm here tonight. I'm not about to let anything happen to you.
She was great. I mean, she was very dedicated. None of us knew whether the movie would be successful. We just all, we're doing essentially a new movie, a new kind of movie. And she had done a little acting on television and stuff, but for her it was a big opportunity, as it was for all of us. We were all involved in something new. So it was, for her, a great thing that really, gave her a career.
Death has come to your little town, Sheriff.
The idea with Michael Myers, we all agreed upon it early, was that he would not be a personality. He would not be somebody that you could recognize when you went to the supermarket. He had to be a character with a mask that took away all of his facial features, and with that, the coveralls that he stole, that John wanted him to be without any personality other than evil. To be, just a bad kind of guy. We treated him as just with no personality, that he would be just a force of evil.
There were 3 actors that played, I think, him in the first movie. Is that correct? 3 different actors that had the mask and the overall.
Yeah, most of it was Nick Castle, one guy, but there were times when Nick was not available or whatever. So Tommy Wallace would step in, but Nick really created the the movement,
Yeah.
the personality or lack of for Michael Myers.
And was it hard for the other actors to copy the thing that Nick created?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Nick had a very distinctive way of walking, of standing, and so forth, and so it was always the fact that they had to try to copy that.
Yeah.
Halloween 2.
How was working in the sequel that wasn't with Sean around as a director? Was it different in any way from the first one, besides being part of the same franchise?
A little bit, yeah. It's each director sort of brings their own style, their own look, and the second director was trying not to just copy John, but it was important that it not be so different a movie, so differently directed, that people would, question how is it connected to the first one. So it was important. The reason I did it is John and Deborah asked me to photograph the second one with Rick, the director, just to give it a sense of continuity, of continuation.